Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a Lego set that is highly sought after, at least by myself, so much so that it was really difficult to find, both on the Lego website and at the Lego store itself, and that is set number 40619. This is the Eve and Wally brick heads. Now, I don't collect all the brick heads, but once in a while there are some that I do like. Especially when they come in this the 2-pack, because you're always going to get two really cool figures. And this one right here spoke to me. I really liked the movie when I saw it when I was younger, and I think they did a really awesome job translating the characters into Brickhead's format. So again, this is Wally, which is number 193, and Eve, which is 194, and set 40619. This is a 10 plus set of the Brickheads. So it's a small box right here. So if you turn it around, you're going to get a little bit of a closer look at both of the figures, and I think they did, especially with Wally, they did a really awesome job. It's got this little toolbox right there. It's got the plant. So if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And then Eve right here, because she actually hovers or floats, they put a clear brick right here to represent her floating on it. So that is really, really awesome. So let me go ahead and open up the box itself and see what all is inside. Alright, so opening up the box, you notice that you will have two sets of instructions, one for Wally and one for Eve. So this is really cool, especially if you buy this for maybe some kids, or if you and your significant other want to kind of put it together. You can make a night out of it. It's not going to take that long to build because, overall it's 155 pieces, so it's not that big of a set, but it should be fun. So if, you want to build Wally and the other person wants to build Eve, that's really cool. So for Wally, you do have two bags labeled number 1, and I'm going with this being Wally because of the colors in there. And then for Eve, you have bag number 2, obviously labeled with number 2 right there. And then you have your two base plates here that they will be sitting up on. So I'm going to go ahead and put both of these together, and then I'll come back and I'll show you a closer look at them. All right, so here are the two finished brick heads. I'll go ahead and start with Wally over here. Really, really awesome looking. You do have this printed piece right here, which is great. I like the fact that they did not make this a sticker because, you want to make sure that it's nice and straight. You have this little toolbox there, and then the little plant right there. Really, really awesome. I love the eyes. Obviously, it's got those brickhead eyes. And then just the way that they did his head looks really, really cool because, as you know, his head kind of sticks up from his body. I was pretty interested to see how they would do the tracks because if you remember from the movie, he rolls around in tracks. So this is a really cool way of doing it. Again, it's just making it look like the character itself, and I think they did a really awesome job. You do have a couple clear pieces right at the bottom there, and then you do have your base right here. The reason I'm showing you the base is because so you can see the difference. Wally has a different base than Eve does, but basically you just align your little bricks right there, and then there he is on the base. So taking a look at the Eve, again, Eve is one of those characters that, it's pretty interesting to see because she is mainly white, and I just wanted to see how they would go ahead and, showcase that off in Brickhead's format, and they did a really awesome job. Again, Eve's head is separate from her body, and there are a couple of clear brick pieces right there. The same thing with the one on the bottom here to kind of denote her head floating off of her body. Now the other cool thing is if you've never put together a brick head, they throw some little Easter eggs in there. So there is actually a pink brick on the top side here, and I've heard that that's supposed to resemble their brains. So if you build brick heads, and if you ever see a pink block, it's always going to be a pink brick. It's always going to be where their brains would go. And then she has one. Wally obviously doesn't because he is, well, they're both supposed to be robots, but for some reason Eve does. And then on the inside of her body, she also has a green little flower stud in the inside. So that's pretty interesting too that they went ahead and included that because that makes it look really, really cool. And again, it's a little Easter egg. You can't see it from the outside, but as you put it together that it is inside. So here is her base. As you see, it only has just the two studs right there. So you just attach the brick right there, and there it is. Obviously, Eve is going to be a little bit taller than Wally, but I think this is going to look really, really awesome together. And the really cool thing about it is that it is instantly recognizable. Anybody that knows the movie movie. Anybody that knows anything about WALL-E, as soon as they see these, they're gonna be able to tell that that's WALL-E and that's Eve. And I think that's the really, really cool thing about BrickHeadz. The fact that Lego can go ahead and transition or translate the movie characters and the look and all that into brick format and instantly recognizable. So really, really awesome set. So if you guys are into BrickHeadz, again, I was looking for this one for quite some time. I was able to actually find it today at my local Lego store. This is set number 40619. This is the dual pack of Eve and WALL-E in the BrickHeadz format. I would definitely recommend that you pick it up and add it to your collection. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.